Far Cry 2, this game dropped in 2008, and it was, and still is, the black sheep of the series. While the newer Far Cry games are like theme parks where you're a superhero with a wingsuit, Far Cry 2 was a brutal, sweaty, malaria-induced fever dream in the African savannah. It didn't want you to feel powerful, it wanted you to feel lucky to be alive. The immersion in this game was absolutely insane for the time. There was no mini-map hovering in the corner of your screen. If you wanted to know where you were going, you had to physically pull out a paper map and a compass while you were driving a rickety Jeep down a dirt road. It made the world feel massive and terrifyingly real. You weren't just checking a GPS, you were actually navigating. And man, the jank in this game was actually a feature. Your guns would rust and jam in the middle of a firefight, forcing you to hammer on the reload button while some mercenary was closing in on you. You had malaria, so your vision would go blurry and you'd have to stab yourself with a needle just to keep moving. Even the healing system was visceral. Instead of just watching a health bar go up, you'd watch your character literally dig a bullet out of their arm with a pair of pliers or snap a broken bone back into place. It was gnarly, it was stressful, and it made every single encounter feel like a desperate struggle. But the real star of the show was the fire. The way fire spread in Far Cry 2 is still better than almost any game coming out today. You'd throw a Molotov at a guard post, the wind would pick up, and suddenly the entire dry grassland was an inferno, trapping you and the enemies together. It was chaotic and unpredictable, and it made every mission feel like it could go sideways in a heartbeat. It also had the buddy system, where these other mercenaries you met would actually show up to drag your bleeding body out of a firefight if you went down. It gave the game this weird, lonely camaraderie. You are all just trash humans trying to survive a civil war that didn't care about you. Far Cry 2 is a legendary 2000s game because it had a vision and it stuck to it. Even if that vision was make the player suffer. It's gritty, it's brown, it's punishing, and it's one of the most atmospheric shooters ever made. If you can handle the malaria and the respawning guard posts, it's an experience that stays with you way longer than the cleaner sequels ever did. It's a masterpiece of survival before that even became its own genre.